Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. It is Chip Saunders' birthday today. Chip's featured on the channel before, and we are going to do a puzzle to celebrate their 40th birthday today. They said a nice carvery followed by some chocolate cake is the plan, and I think that meets the approval of both myself and Simon, definitely, actually, possibly in both respects. Hope you have a really great day, Chip, and hope it's the icing on that chocolate cake is me having a go at your puzzle Forbidden Planet. It is a 6x6, so all being well, it might be quicker than other videos that we do on the channel. It might not. Sometimes 6x6s can be really hard, but we will see. You can check the video length already and have some idea. I don't know because I haven't tried it. What else have we got going on? We've got on Patreon, we've got the rather marvellous Sudoku hunt, which is called Are You My Mama by the PBN Institute. Number sums, puzzles, liar clues, great fun. Very popular with people who've solved it, which is many at this point. We've also, of course, got other stuff on Patreon, crosswords, connections, videos, and more. We've got all of our apps, which feature, there's no 6x6 app, but there are Approachable Sudoku and Fog of War Sudoku, our latest one, as well as many others, Line Sudoku amongst them. Do check those out. What else have we got? Anything? Yes, SVEN'S SUDOKU PAD and our merchandise. Links under the video. Check them out. They're all good. And the first link is to this 6x6 puzzle, Forbidden Planet. So I'm going to do the rules now. 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. So we're going to try and put 1 to 6 in every row, every column, and every marked region, which are 2x3 in this case. The thick grey lines are palindromes, so they read the same in both directions. That digit must be the same as that. That one must be the same as that, therefore. The thinner grey line with circles on the end is a between line, and digits that appear on the line must be strictly between the numbers in the circles. And then there are little killer clues. These numbers outside the grid show the sum of the diagonals that they're on. That one adds up to 11. This one adds up to 23. Those are the rules. There aren't any others. Give it a try. I'm going to crack on with it now. Let's get cracking. See how we do. So, the 11 diagonal has to be a 6 and a 5. And after that, I don't think there's all that much I can do with the clues that we're given, except start colouring the palindromes. Okay, I can see, let's make those red on the ends and yellow in the number 2 position. And that means red and yellow in column 4 must be up in box 3. Then we move to the other palindrome, which is 6 cells long, so that is the same as that. Let's come up with a new colour, say green, then orange, then blue. And look, we've coloured, well, we've sort of coloured 5 of the cells in column 5. So the other one is a 6th colour that we haven't yet invented. We'll make it grey. And now I can place blue in this box, because that is clearly different from yellow, red, green and orange, according to column 4. So blue goes there, grey goes here. I can complete row 4 with a red. And then the digits I've got left in row 3 are yellow and grey in some order. Now, I mean, is this colouring approach going to work? These two are green and orange in some order. And have I run out of road on the colouring? Let's look at the between line. I sort of think I have run out of road on the colouring. And I might be wrong. Grey and red. You see this one sees green and orange in the column, grey and red in the row. So it's blue or yellow, but I'm going to look at the between line. So what is this saying? This is saying that all of these numbers on the line have to be between that and that. Oh, and this one is now this yellow or grey. Right. It can't be on its own line. The circled digits cannot appear on the line. So that digit doesn't appear in any of those cells. It can't be in the other circle whatever this is. I don't know whether it's yellow or grey, it doesn't matter. Think of it as whatever digit is in row 3, column 1. It can't also be in row 1, column 3, or you'd have the same digit in both circles, and there is no digit that could be between two instances of the same digit. So whatever this is must go here. And I'm colouring that yellow and grey. And now that's a pair in column 3 of yellow-grey. Look, this must see 5 colours now. It sees a yellow-grey pair and blue, red, oh no, and grey again. But, okay, forget the grey again. It sees yellow and grey because it sees both of them in column 2 because we've got both instances. It sees blue and red. The other digits left are green and orange. So that is green or orange, and that is forming a pair in this row. So this last one in the row is the same as that, either blue or yellow, and that's a pair in the row. I'll tell you what else as well. This digit, 5 or 6, can't be in that cell as green or orange. So in box 6, it must be there. And that's now a 5-6 pair in the row. This puzzle is working very strangely. What's going on? Why can't I colour this digit? I mustn't colour this digit green and orange. I'm very tempted to do that, but there is no evidence for that at all. Okay, what is this? It's not orange or green. And it's not whatever that is. So, can I say this isn't either yellow or grey? No, I don't think I can, because it could be the same as that one. That is the same as that, and then appears in one of those positions. This one, oh, hang on. Right, what I should have done is shared a secret with you about between lines. The extreme digits in the puzzle, and in a 9x9 Sudoku that would be 1 and 9, but in a 6x6 Sudoku that is 1 and 6. 1 and 6 can never appear on a between line. They can be in the circles, but the reason they can't appear on a between line is if you were to put 1 on a between line, you can't put a lower digit in the circles. So 1 couldn't be between the two circle digits. Same with 6 and high numbers. So these 4 cells in box 1 are not 1 and 6, and these 2 are. Now, that digit we worked out is the same as that one. So this is a 1 or a 6. And now, very unsurprisingly, what we find is that in the circles of this long N-shaped between line are the digits 1 and 6. And of course, everything on the line is from 2, 3, 4, and 5. And can we relate this to this 5-6 pair now? If that was a 6, does it all break down? Yes, I think it does. That's very pretty, and this is very deliberate. Right, if that was a 6, that would be a 6 because it's the same digit in box 1. But this would have to be a 5, and that would be another 6. And now we'd have 2 6s in column 2. That's not possible. So this is not a 6. This is a 1, and that's a 1, and that's a 6 in the other circle. But annoyingly, I don't know the exact colour of either 1 or 6 after doing that. And this 6 doesn't impinge on that 5-6 pair, so I'm a bit stuck again. One of these digits is a 1. Oh, that's so strange. I thought that was going to unwind all the colours and we'd probably be finished, and I'm not. There must be more colour stuff I can do then. Or am I meant to be looking at the 23 diagonal? Look, the 23 diagonal has 3 oranges on it now. 1 there, and one of these 2 must be orange because it's an orange and green pair. So if orange was 5, in fact, if that is orange, orange is 5 because it's the only overlapping digit between those 2 cells. So if orange was 5, 3 oranges would be 15. The other cells would have to add up to 8. I'm afraid there are multiple ways of doing that, especially as we can have repeat digits on the diagonal. That's a shame. 5 wasn't helpful. What if it was 2? What if orange was a repeat 2? 2, 4, 6. Let's make that as big as we can. We get up to 12. These would have to add up to 11 and they can't. So, okay, I know orange isn't a 2. It's not a huge advance, but I do know that orange isn't a 2. And where am I now? No further forward, and you're right. What about this then? It sees, it doesn't, oh, it sees red, blue and yellow. So it's either the other green or orange, or it's grey. And I think it could be grey. That would be grey. I don't know. Am I meant to find the colours on the diagonal more? Am I meant to do numbers now? I don't know. It's an interesting puzzle. I mean, it's an interesting conundrum at this point to know where to try and get some information from next. The colouring I've done is fine, but it's not quite enough to break in properly. Oh, one of these two is 1. Well, obviously we know that 1 is yellow or grey. That's not thrilling, is it? If that's a 1, that's a 1. If that's a 1, that's a 1. I don't really know what to do with that. I've got it. This is going to be big. Right. Look in column 3 and consider what colour 6 is. Now, we don't know at all, but we do know something. And what we know is that 6 is not orange or green. So here, this is not 6, because it would have to be orange or green. So that is a 5. Now, what I want to find out is that that's orange. I can't do that, but at least that 5 looks across the grid, and that becomes a 6. And this is a 5. And one of these two is a 6, which is either blue or grey or yellow. Lovely. Where does the 6 go here? Remember what I just said. 6 is either blue or grey or yellow. Well, it can't go there and it can't go there. It must go here. And now we know that 6 is grey, which is actually a little of a bit of a surprise. It must be in that cell, not this one. That is grey, that is grey. These 1s are not grey now, they're yellow. And now we get digits in the puzzle and we'll probably be able to finish it off. That's a 6. I can place the last 2 6s and colour them grey. I can place 2 more 1s at least. That gives me the 1 in box 5. And now I'm going to get rid of all my last part coloured cells. So that one is yellow. This one is blue. Up here, I place 1 here and I now know it's yellow. So I'm just being careful now to get this right. I mean, I've still got this 23 diagonal to do. It hasn't really taught me what I've learned. It's interesting. Okay, can I finish the colours now? Yes, I must know whether 5 isn't... Oh no, I still don't know which of these are green and orange. Oh, that's very surprising. That hasn't been resolved. Okay, I'm not fully resolved on colours. Okay, let's do it bit by bit. In column 5, this last cell is also green or orange. In this column, we've got red and blue to place, and that can't be blue, so it's red, and that's blue. And that places blue in box 3, and this must be green or orange again. I'm going to finish the colouring, I think, with a whole bunch of green stroke orange left over. Yeah, I am. That's a red, and this is not grey, green or orange again. Right, so some of the green or oranges are 5s. So I can place 5 in box 3 there. Then I can place it in box 1 there. Now, none of these are 5 anymore. Oh, one of green or orange is 5. I can't place it in boxes 3 and 4. So I'm going to now have to look at the diagonal again. Right, one of the options for 5, and I'm looking at it that way. I'm looking at it now as what are the options for a particular number rather than what are the options for a particular colour. So one of the options for 5 is orange. And that would mean we would have 4 oranges on this long diagonal. They would add up to 20, And the other 2 cells would have to add up to 3. That cannot be done because neither of them can be a 1. That's very neat indeed. Very clever, Chip. Lovely. So what that has just proved is that these, I was going to say these are not orange. They are definitely orange, but they are not 5. 5 is not orange. So I'm going to colour all of those not orange, but green instead. That gives me a number of cells that definitely are orange. And in fact, now every cell in the grid is coloured. And now I redo this diagonal. These are now not 5s in orange. That's what they are. There's 3 of these oranges on the diagonal, and they're either 3 or 4. So we just add it up. We've already got 10. If these were 4s, we'd be up to 22, and that would have to be a 1, which is not allowed. So orange is a 3, and now I can just solve it by filling in the colours, I think. Orange is a, oh, look, we get a 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight. And the odds of 3 being in the corner of a 6x6 puzzle are even better than in a 9x9. Anyway, this, we can just do the maths. We've got 3 3s and 2 5s. That is 19. Take it away from 23. Red is a 4. And that leaves blue to be a 2. And I've got 2 more digits to fill in. My 11 diagonal works. My 23 diagonal works. My palindromes all work. My between line works. I'm going to put 5s in here and be told I'm correct. And that wasn't too hard today. That's a great entry-level, approachable 6x6 with colouring. I doubt that you can do that without colouring or some form of tracing cells around the grid. Really neatly done. There were some very nice deductions within that, although, as I say, not too difficult. I haven't got a Scooby-Doo why it's called Forbidden Planet, or why the full stop got into planet. I'll tell you a story I saw lately. Somebody was complaining that, well, they were reporting that they were a teacher in a school and had been reported by a number of pupils because on text messages they sent to pupils, they had put a full stop at the end of the text message. And this was so offensive to the pupils that they complained to the school authorities about the teacher. I can't even begin to understand what that story means. I mean, if you get a text message from me, it will have punctuation, I'm afraid, and quite likely full punctuation. Might not have the full stop at the end, but the idea that someone could find it offensive that someone would properly put punctuation in, which is, I assume, what that story's about, is anathema to me. Anyway, I quite like the fact, therefore, that Chip Sounder has put a full stop on the end of Forbidden Planet on the version of the puzzle you play on the link. I didn't put it there, but it's fine. Maybe it means something else that I'm not even understanding. Forbidden Planet, isn't that the name of a series or a franchise? Could be computer games, I don't even know. I get it mixed up in my head for no reason at all with the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I wonder why. Were there similar movie posters? I don't know what I'm talking about. Right, I will stop talking about things I don't understand and let you get on with your evening. Thank you for watching us on Cracking the Cryptic, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now. Happy birthday, Chip.